Hello everybody, welcome back. Quick one really, there's nothing much more to say because the things I've been saying apparently seem to be coming to fruition. So that one stab up that we were looking for, that next high on the euro, arguably maybe the temporary peak, has happened. And so we had a bit of a pullback yesterday. We are really pulling back today to the tune of, well, over 1% already. It's still quite early still. That has had an effect on the Dixie, as we sort of alluded to, that this is how it's going to work. This is the next sort of thing that's going to happen. And so, yeah, the Dixie's having a bit of a bounce because it's an inverse relationship with the euro. So the euro is now a bit weaker than the dollar and blah, blah, blah. Dixie go up, blah, blah, blah. If we have a look at the yen and the pound, they'll all be doing the same. So dollar strength in the short term versus everything else weakness. Obviously, there's no point in looking at a pre-market, but this is how the S&P finished yesterday, which is a little bit green, but still below all major moving averages on this daily here. So there's your 10 exponential. We didn't quite reach it. We reached it the other day, rejection from it. So I expect that what we're going to see is a pullback day across indices, maybe even commodities as well, and probably crypto. But we'll have to wait and see, because so far crypto is basically sort of more or less holding roughly its previous high, as in like local high. It's not very convincing, I have to say. It's flat as a bloody pancake here at 16,750, we'll call it. A few wicks here and there, but more or less the candle bodies all seem to be at 16,740 on spot Binance. So fair enough, fair enough. We do have bearish divergence on the daily. That's fine. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, this is the 4-hourly. Sorry. 4-hourly, sorry about that. On the daily, we have a very weak but still green histogram tick thus far. It's neither here nor there. It's not closed. It's not baked in. And actually, the daily doesn't look all that bad. Pretty weak. We'll have to zoom right close into this to see the relationship to moving averages. So technically above the 10, rejected on the 21. No big deal at all, to be honest with you. We're focusing on the smaller term timeframes being the 4-hourly really, and obviously the weekly. We can't get particularly excited about the weekly until we at least get above this 10 exponential. Currently we're sort of struggling with the 7 simple moving average, which is usually the last phase of either it's a like a massive parabolic run, catching supports on that, or horrendous downtrend. So again, it's bearish. We have to recognize the fact that it's bearish, and we are getting a rejection on this. So a lot of reason to get rejected and pull back today. There's just a lot of reason for it, whether it's Forex and the impact on the Dixie, or traditional markets being Nasdaq, S&P. And obviously, this on the short-term time frames, a bit of bearish divergence, with the higher-term time frame showing resistance as well. So let's face facts. We're not really looking for anything spectacular anyway, and we've been waiting for this move for what feels like a couple of weeks. Now we're back in the game with the first trading week in January. I imagine that everything's going to be trying to find its feet now, and well, I say signals, the clues that the next move of euro, peak and then pull back, and Dixie sort of drop and then bounce. They're all sort of playing out now a little bit, but I still don't expect many people to be, trading with their full head and wallet in the game right now. It's still very much a watch and wait and see kind of the vibe, even though the TA does appear to be playing out exactly as expected. So really, it's just a matter of sitting back and watching and waiting, because I do think we're going to get a pullback now. I think that really everything is going to behave like the euro. So the euro is doing what we thought it was going to do. We could get picked up at 104. We could hopefully get picked up around 103.3, which is the ascending support channel here, which is part of this giant ascending triangle formation that we've been in, and this significant rally. But let's face it, it's dropping down now. It's dropping down quite fast. It's still early days, and we pretty much thought that this was going to be the case now, didn't we? And it's happening. So we shouldn't be surprised. We expected it. It's happening. Let's brace ourselves. Let's get ready to see where the euro bounces from. Hopefully it remains above this this support trend line here. If not, I would expect parity to be the next case. And to be fair with you, if it does come back down to parity, I wouldn't be particularly convinced that we bounce from there. It could end up being you know, could end up being pretty nasty. So we'll honestly, I think the best thing is to just watch it and sit back and wait, because we're not looking to go long or buy anything until we see what reaction that the euro has on this current pullback, which we anticipated and we've been thinking about for probably over a week now, and it's happening. So that's that. Nothing more than that. If you like this, give it a like, give us a comment, subscribe to the channel, join the Patreon, Telegram, Discord. Just don't turn up at my house, all right? Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.